get up in here, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. What it do, Miss Dub One, baby? I figured I'd come up here and get, running with you guys for a little bit. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've been tapped in. I ain't been tapped in a while. I've been busy, been getting off work late. What's been going down? How you doing tonight, baby girl? You doing good, Dub One? About to tap in this bitch, you heard? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I started late again tonight. Apparently, it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna be getting off early like I think I was. I did tell y'all before. Whenever I get off late, that means it's a good thing. What it do there? Shawanda, what's up, Bitch Virgo Queen? What's up, baby? I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that I learned too, also about the chat line. I noticed a lot of people be watching the live, but it's a reason why they don't comment. Some of these people, they don't know how to comment, or they don't really have the option to comment. They don't know how to comment. Because I was watching the live the other day, and I was trying to join in on the live chat, and it wouldn't let me join in. I was watching my homeboys live. I went to live chat room. I even tried to click on the panel. They wouldn't show. I even typed up something live to see what he replied back. So it's a lot. My fault for blaming you guys for not coming or saying anything when you tap in, because I've learned that in some people's case it might don't be giving them the option to chat or join the chat room or comment. So we're gonna figure it out. I know I had a friend of mine. She told me one day she was on here watching me and she couldn't come in because it wasn't giving her a chat line to come in on. And now I witnessed it myself watching somebody else live, and now I see why nobody don't really be in the chat line like talking about it. But you'll see like 10, 15 people watching, but only 3 people talking. I understand why now. Let me go grab my beer. And first off, before I even go any further with what I was talking about, happy Mother's Day to you ladies. It's mothers. Happy late Mother's Day. Hope y'all had a great day. Enjoyed yourself with your friends and families and kids or whatever. Happy Mother's Day. Weekend been busy and crazy for me. Um, Friday night I get off work late. I get off work late Friday night. Check this out, y'all. I get home late Friday night. I'm starting to notice that the parking spots are starting to get a little bit uh, get crowded up. It's starting to be low on parking space around here for some reason. And I know damn well it ain't that many people to stay on this side of the complex. It's a bunch of empty apartments over here. And I know damn well there's a lot of people that stay over here that's like stay in a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom, and they got 7 people living in one unit. And they all probably have vehicles, and they all have reserved parking spots in this motherfucking spot. What it do, DB? So Friday night, I get home. I noticed there was a lot of parking space taken up. So I kind of bagged my car back, go to this normal spot that I know. I just parked at this spot 4 or 5 days ago prior to the night, Friday night. I get home, park, go in the house, take a shower, come here, break down my weed, drinks, fix me a drink, sit there, chop it up with my homeboy. I get home at 11:40. In between the time of me walking in the house and to me getting on this couch, I take a shower. It took probably approximately 35 minutes. In the meantime, while that's going on, somebody called a tow place on my car to get towed because I was parked in a parking spot. Found out I was been parking in somebody's parking spot the entire time. Like I parked in this spot twice before, and I never got towed. And on top of that, not only that, the reserve sign is not even there. It doesn't show a reserve sign because most spots, we all got the parking sticker. Say we can park anywhere we want to, under the cover or whatever, as long as you don't say reserve. I get that. This parking spot right here didn't have a reserve mark on it or nothing. Plus, I parked in this spot before. I carry on. Just so happened that I had a meeting at my job Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Y'all hit that like button, man. Come on, I need y'all to hit that like button, man. There's 5 people tapped in here. I only got 1 like. Hit the like button for your guy, man. So I wake up. I got a meeting the next day at my job at 9 o'clock. I wake up at 8 o'clock, get ready to go to the meeting. I leave out my house at 8:30. I walk out into the parking lot. I notice my car not there. The car gone. Turns out my shit got towed. Somebody called the tow truck company on my car for parking in their parking spot, which put me out of $170. Luckily my partner was over here. He spent the night or whatever, and he took me to the meeting. I found out how much it was gonna cost to get my car out. It was way on the other side of town, way in West Dallas, at the tow place. They said it was gonna be $170 to get your car out. It's gonna be an additional $75 after 24 hours. I said I get out work at 9 o'clock. I'd go get my car. I wasn't even stressing it. I was more worried about the fact that I had to spend $170 that I shouldn't be spending because I had somebody to do with the money that I was gonna make that day, and it set me back a day. Like a long story short, I got my car towed, and it's fucked up because motherfuckers, they know who you are. They know you live in the company. They can come knock on the door and they say, man, you parked in my parking spot, or give a warning. But that didn't happen. But I swear to fucking God. I swear to God, y'all. It's gonna be a night, late night when nobody's out. It's gonna be pouring down raining when nobody's out. I'm gonna get my revenge on this motherfucker. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get the person who called I'm gonna get even with the person that called the tow truck on me. These motherfuckers over here got 5, 6 people staying in one unit together, living in a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, and they all got parking spots bagged up everywhere. They taking up parking spots. What it do, Debbie? Yeah, that's messed up, baby girl. That's messed up. It's all right though. It sets the nigga back. It set me back $170. That $170 was supposed to went to my son for my son. I had somebody to do for my son, which I ended up having to use that money to get my car out because I wasn't gonna let my car just sit up in the tow company and let it go up and up and up and up and up. Best thing for me to do is get my car at the tow place. Therefore, I can get to where I need to be and to make the money I make. But like I said, I'm gonna get that motherfucker back, and they not gonna like it either. They fuck with the wrong Negro. Well, let's get back to the live. That's my story. I got to give y'all what happened to me this weekend. That's the crazy shit that went on this weekend in my life. Last time y'all probably seen me, I was going live with Darby D. Darby D, she tapped in for a minute. We was hanging out at the bar. Darby D, she's so fucking crazy. Let me tell you what this motherfucker did. We sitting up there going live and shit. We ended up taking the live off. Nobody really wasn't tapping in. Plus, it was loud in the background. I keep on telling her, we can't be doing no lives in the bar because the music in the background gonna fuck up the algorithm and it's gonna probably cause a copyright strike. So I really wasn't even feeling it. So we went to talking and hanging out and shit. She wanted to go to another bar and hang out and leave the bar where we was at. And I was like, cool, I'm down. I ain't tripping. I'll go hang out at the bar with you. You know, we can get away from here. Until I heard her say, I guess she thought I finna sit up there, go buy drinks and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, pay her tab and all that shit. I don't do that now. If you ask me to buy you a drink, I'll do that shit. But I ain't finna sit up there. You ain't finna run the tab up on me. Think that I'm gonna buy every drink that you order for. It ain't gonna happen like that. It's not. And I will say this: she had bought me drinks before. When I first met her, she paid for my tab. She paid for my tab. But we ended up not going hanging out. I ended up going to the store, got me some steaks. I put on the grill that night. This motherfucker, she left her whole wallet on the bar top. On the bar top. At the bar. I grabbed it. I kept it. I said, I'm the only one that probably gonna see her again. You know, I'm gonna see her quicker than anybody else will see her. I called her a couple times. She didn't answer. So I messaged her on Facebook. Hey, I got your wallet. You left it at the bar. What the fuck going on with you? It was 2-3 days later till she finally hit me back up and said, hey, thanks for getting my wallet. This, that, and the other. I'm like, yeah, man, I've been calling you and all that shit, and you ain't answered the phone, and it was going straight to voicemail. Then she gonna run and tell me, oh, I left my phone in the bar. I lost my phone in the bar at this other place I went to. Luckily, I went back to get it. That's how I found out you got my phone. I mean, my wallet. I'm like, well, shit. I mean, I could have been a dirty motherfucker and left it there. Or just, I could have did something else. By the time I hold on to it, she ain't never wronged me. She ain't did nothing bad to me. She a good person. At the same time, this is my way to let her know that she can trust me. If I do some old flaky ass grimy shit, she ain't gonna trust me. I'm already knowing it's a trust. People have a trust issue with you when, especially women. You're a black male. No matter what you got going on, they don't fully trust you. And that what I did right there, that was a situation that took place, that happened, that introduced some trust. To once she realized I'm a guy that she can trust. Where y'all at, man? Y'all lagging out? I'm just over here for an hour and a half, or hour to, I ain't talked to you guys in a while. I'm getting off work late. So the Puff Daddy, the P. Diddy Trial started. They're not allowing any cameras in the courthouse because it's a federal case. But they did say I don't really have too much detail on what's going on. Well, they said in Diddy case, he's looking at 15 years minimum if he's convicted, up to life in prison. And unless they find a way to beat this, because he already had lawyers resign from the case, which give you a lot of signs on this case can go wrong. I really don't have no thought. I don't really have no way I think about or feel about the Diddy case. I really, to be honest, I will say, this might be my first time saying this. I hope he beats the trial. I hope he beats it. I hope he wins the trial. If nobody ain't said it yet, I'm going to say it. I hope he wins the trial. Who you talking? Oh, okay, Berg. Oh, yeah, it's a wonder. Who you talking about? You talking about Darby? Darby knew what she was doing by leaving her wallet. See, check this out right here. She left her wallet, right? I kept the wallet. I looked up to see what was going on in her wallet. You know, I see she had about $6 in cash up in there. I let her know too. Hey, I found your wallet. You got $6 up in this bitch. A $5 bill and a $1 bill. Just in case you'll try to make it seem like you have more money in here. You don't. You don't have that much money up in there. You ain't finna get me like that. You got your credit card, your debit card, they in there, and you got a bracelet, look like it's worth some money. That's in there too. I ain't no grimy ass nigga, you don't got nothing I want. You talking about LB Sheriff? Now I ain't gonna lie. The shit he did to Cassie is fucked up. If you take away everything, if you take away the Cassie situation, nobody won't be mad at Diddy. If you take away the Cassie situation, nobody will not be mad at Diddy. And the only thing that's holding it, besides everything else, he ain't did nothing wrong. Oh yeah, she looking at her friends like me. Cause I grabbed the wallet. Hey, Shawanda, I grabbed the wallet out of consideration. I looked around at the bar and seen who was there. The dudes that was at the bar top, you know, one dude bought me a shot. He was talking crazy to him. And, you know, anybody else probably would have kept the shit. But I knew it was a good deed on my end. It's gonna go a long way. Good deeds run you a long way. Little small deeds run you a long way. Just like when I opened the door for that couple that night at that restaurant. I ain't have no. It didn't cross my mind that they was gonna pay my bill or nothing. I damn near was gonna say, "No, I don't want them to pay my bill. I don't want them to pay my tab. I got it." But I thought about it. I said, "Fuck it. What's up with you, boy? 75 cents. I got $1. I don't got no change. You can talk loud, man, in the content. Anyway, hey, my boy there, Shawanda, my boy said what's happening with it. My boy said what's happening with it, Shawanda. Jaguar right in the courtroom, too? Yeah, I already know she got a lot of shit to say. I already know that. Up, man. Yeah, Shawanda, I'm a cool friend. I'm a good friend to have. You know, I ain't never stole for nobody, never played nobody out no money or any of that shit. But I had to let her know that I'm a cool nigga, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. Me and Darby, we met, I say around about what? Whatever y'all seen me and Darby took that picture and I posted on the community section. Me and Darby only been knowing each other about a month and a half, month. And the way she came on to me when we first met, well, apparently we've been knowing she met me before 10 years ago at the bar. I can remember. But the way she came on to me, when I met her previously, she was all aggressive with me, coming on to me, making all these ideas that we gonna do this, do that. And you know, after she failed on what she said she was gonna do, it made her look stupid. So she don't know how to act around me now. Now she kind of feel like she fumbled with me, and I'm I look at her differently, which I kind of do. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like she full of shit. I know that she's full of shit now. And once I find out you're full of shit, I know how to deal with you a lot better. And at the same time, I had to let her know I'm not one of them guys that's trying to get in her pants either. She fine in the motherfucker, no lie. But I ain't trying to get in your pants, baby. Them other guys is. We came at each other on a business tip. So to get the skeptical shit out of her mind or how she probably think I am, it was only right for me to keep that billfold of hers and return it to her and let her know, hey, I'm a good ass dude. This is my way to let you know. Cause you ain't gonna think I'm a good ass dude any other way. You gonna think I'm a grimy ass black dude. Or somebody still trying to get in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she ain't in the chat. Nah, she ain't in the chat. And then we stay walking, like I can walk to Darby D's house. She stay right around the corner right here. Right here by the Galleria Mall. She can walk, she can throw a rock at the Galleria Mall. So I mean, I kept on telling her. I mean, it's not like she wasn't gonna see me again, but she didn't even know who had her wallet. I had to message her on Facebook to say, hey, I got your wallet. Answer your phone. Let me know when you get this message. Call me. She hit me up Friday night when I was at work. Maybe it was Friday. No, she hit me up Saturday when I was at work. Cause I had told her about my car getting towed the night before. You talking about Megan? You talking about the girl Megan? That's my home girl. That's the one. That's Megan. That's who I had went out with the other night. She it wasn't her. It wasn't her. I went out with her what Wednesday night. And y'all gotta know too, man. I'm one of them dudes. Girls that I go out on dates with or take out or whatever or kick it with. I'm so used to. I'm always saying they my home girl. That way nobody can never know who's who. I mean, it's my home girl or my friend. Now, if I put when I say friend, or that's one of my that's my lady friend, it's a little bit deeper than that. But when I say my home girl, it's just sort of like a little something I know that I ain't really just trying to stick. I ain't trying to glue to, cause I don't know which ways it's gonna go. I know everybody has a motive, even the females these days. I know what I wanted to say to you, y'all, Don Juan and Shawanda. Y'all heard about the motherfucking women up there fighting in the graduations in Shreveport? What the hell they doing fighting in the graduations in Shreveport? Is Shreveport a real city? Now I know Don Juan. It probably should one to you too. I know some we got our timeline is pretty much adjacent. We had the same type of topics and subjects that's flying down the timeline on our Facebook because we know certain people. And most everybody we from a city where everybody know everybody too. So if one of my friends is talking about it on their page and 20 other people on the page talking about it too that's from the city. I know y'all got 20 people from y'all on y'all side of town. City Grove, I see people in City Grove talking about it, Hollywood, Motown, Cooper Road, Grimmick, whatever. They all are talking about these women fighting at the graduation. Y'all were just fighting at Tequila Festival. Now y'all finna fight at the goddamn at the graduation? What the fuck? I ain't see the video. Somebody sent me the video of the fight, the women fighting at the graduation, man. I told y'all, like MJ said, it don't be the kids, it be the parents. What it do, Texas Movement Media, man? What happened with it? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button for your boy. I ain't been on in a few days, man. You know, been a wild weekend for me. Long, busy, making a lot of money. Uh, I've been getting out of work a lot later than normal too, though. So I be trying to see. I know most of everybody that normally tap in, they be on their way to going to sleep around 10:30 or 11. So I said, I'm going to try to catch another audience. You know, I'm going to start at 10 because I ain't been on in a while. And I'm gonna see, it's a new audience out there. I need to bring some new traffic to the channel and not just depend on the people who are always tapping in. Come on. I sure appreciate that Texas movement. Shout out to Texas movement. What do you all over Facebook? So hold up, Virgo Queen, break it down to me. So what they was fighting at the graduation behind something that took place on Facebook. Somebody run it to me right. Run it to me right. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Y'all know the purpose of hitting the like button, guys, is keeping me in the algorithm. Keep building up the algorithm, man. I need to get back to that point of building most recommended. It was time I like to get 25, 30 likes, 50 likes, 100 likes, and I haven't got that point in a long time. I'm trying to get back to that peak, y'all, of getting at least 20 likes every time I go live. Yeah, man, appreciate that, Texas, man. Y'all hit that like button, man, because, you know, it takes a different type of person and a different type of mind to go to work from 12 to 8 every day, most of the time, and then get off work and go straight to doing live, giving it to y'all 3 hours straight, sometimes 2 hours. You know, it takes a different type of person to do that. And niggas should give a nigga love and give me my flowers for doing that shit. Everybody's not able to just come sit in front of a camera and chop it up with people, strangers or whoever, because you make yourself an easy target. You make yourself an easy. You putting yourself in a situation where it might be easier for somebody. You showing your hand. People are scared to show their hand. Whether it's a good hand or a bad hand, they're scared to show it. They'll talk about it though. I sure appreciate the love, Texas media. Hold up. All right, it was two guys fighting at a preschool graduation. So apparently the stepdaddy went and got a gun. So the stepdaddy was fighting the real daddy at the son's preschool graduation. Went and got a gun and got arrested. That's crazy. Niggas are crazy, man. Now, I don't know the details of this situation, why they was fighting or why the dad felt like, or the stepdad, hold up. Let me make sure I read it. So evidently the dad must reacted because the stepdad was there and he felt threatened, so he went and got a gun. One thing niggas need to learn, man, before you get with these women, man, that got kids, especially young kids, it's like in school or especially like preschool, elementary, it's different when they're teenagers or they get older, but when they get their kids like that, you gotta, once you submit to the relationship with that lady, you gotta find out what's going on with the kid's father and how y'all gonna, things gotta change in the operation. The baby dad can't just be coming over the house and just out of pocket no more now. We together now. He has to deal with his kids a different type of way now. Even though he's his kids, he has to deal with them differently. Because especially we're the same household. He just can't come over here and lollygag and kick it and walk out through the house no more. We in a relationship. That ain't cool. So shout out to I can't give nobody no shout out. Because it seemed like it's not no closure nowhere with the lady and the baby dad. Because the baby dad's still acting like that. Or maybe he's jealous of the stepdad. Or maybe they just two niggas that don't get along with each other anyway. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. Appreciate that like. Dude mad at the stepdaddy for showing up at the graduation. And boom, this happened. That's sad, y'all. We got to do better than that. We got to be better. And you wonder why we get mad and feel like we getting that's why we get offended when when they do stuff like that. They throw the statue up, the black lady in Manhattan or whatever, and you wonder what they trying to represent, or the lady with the braids and shit like that. And you wonder why we always think the white people think bad of us or doing something bad of us, because we always doing something bad. We always doing something bad. We always going at each other. We quick to try to justify something when a white man kill a black man, but you don't never justify nothing when a black man kill a black man. Just like the dude that's going to jail, man, for killing the cop. They killed it for his son getting killed. He killed one of theirs. People put money on this GoFundMe, and they got homeboys and family members and dads and all in jail, and they can't put no money on their books. You got a whole ass father in jail. You got a cousin that's in jail. You got a homeboy that's in jail, and you can't put no money on. You won't put no money on his books, but you can go put something on the GoFundMe at the dude you don't even know. The dude that killed the innocent policeman who had nothing to do with his son's murder. You want to put someone on his GoFundMe. I don't get it, y'all. We the most backwards motherfucking race ever when it comes to shit like this. I need to get details about why they were fighting at the. I know my boy MJ know. I know MJ know why they were fighting. I should have watched his live today because I know he went live and talked about it. And I know Shreveport, they're gonna talk about this shit for another 2 days. I'm gonna have to catch up on that shit. We backwards as a motherfucker. And get what? We don't realize how backwards we are till we get away from the situation and we looking at it from far distance. Me being me, I've been gone from the city for so. I left the city. I've been going away from the city for so long. I be looking at shit like I can't believe. I shake my head, and I know why people are the way they are. Like I can't relate to my people from Shreveport no more, because the stuff that they face every day on a day-to-day basis, I don't face those problems no more. My problems be a whole different. My dealings be way different than theirs. I don't know how to be. I don't know how to be prejudiced or racist toward white folks, because I got so many white friends and cool friends that did stuff for me. Bailed me out of jail, put money on my books when I was in prison. I might was short a couple $100 short on rent before they helped me pay my rent a couple times. When I was assed out, didn't have nowhere to go at the time, I went to go crash at my white people in my house. So it's hard for me to I can't agree with stuff my fellow Shreveporters he talking about, because I don't face those actions and situations like they do in Shreveport. I don't run across white people that are racist and prejudiced, at least they don't show it. I need to get that video. Hey, if you can share it and send it to my messenger, Virgo Queen on Facebook, let me check that shit out. Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought it was some women fighting. It was some dudes fighting, which is even worse. Some dudes fighting at a preschool graduation is even worse. You know, women, they got their emotions a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? They mouth is a little bit different. Dude, us men, we know how to. Well, we supposed to know how to chill a situation, calm a situation down. We don't get that way. Where feelings don't get in the way. Especially when you out in a public place like that, a motherfucker really had to be in their feelings and bitter about a situation for them to start a confrontation at a preschool graduation. I just don't get it, man. Don't get it. They had the basketball lottery, NBA lottery draft today. I think the Dallas Mavericks got the first pick. Yeah, man. Shit crazy, man. Crazy. At the Diddy Trial, they naming out names now. They got a list of names of people that were brought up. Not just like they ain't in trouble. They brought up Michael B. Jordan. They brought up Beyonce, Jay-Z, um, Nick Cannon, some other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they just try to. Why they ain't blame? It's like they try to blame up. They try to bring up everybody that's black. They ain't bring no white people up. You see no Puff that he hung around mostly white people. You seen the commercials and shit, Ciroc commercials. He around white boys, white women. I'm ready to see who the jury gonna be. I'm ready to see who gonna be on the jury. The race and the gender. Shit, wow. Oh, and by the way, guys, my son them they finished football season. They won the playoff game, but they lost the championship game by 8 points and by a touchdown, I should say. And it was against the team that they lost against them that they lost against before. They also beat this team before. Better luck next time. It was an experience for them kids, and it only can get better. My son, he told me that he doesn't want to play soccer no more because he always played soccer. He's trying to try to, put his focus on football, and that's what he wants to do. Which I knew basketball or football was gonna be something that he transitioned to doing more anyway because I was like that. I never played. We played sport. We played soccer for a sport team in Shreveport. Shreveport Parks and Recreation had a little sport league, a soccer league, back in the day. And I was like in the 6th grade, 7th grade. I played soccer, but I just played it just to play it. I ain't never, growing up in the hood, we played whatever we want, whatever's out there. But I took the liking to basketball and football as I got older. And, you kind of like end up leaning toward the sport that's kind of like pretty much your friends are doing. Like he's starting to get older now. He's starting to be around a lot more black friends. He got a lot of black friends now. When he was little, most of his friends was white or Mexican. His mom's white. Most of the soccer players are Mexicans. So, school he went to had Mexican classmates. So now he's getting older. He's starting to be around his own kind more. So he's starting to like with his friends. Like, what do I think about the finals? Well, they haven't got to the finals yet in the NBA. Right now, we got the quarterfinals, or the semifinals. We at the semifinals. We'll be at the conference final. Will be next. So the winner out of Indiana and Cavaliers play the winner out of Boston and New York Knicks. The winner out of Minnesota and Golden State play the winner out of OKC and Denver. Oh yeah, it's all good, baby. The playoffs, man. When I got out of work, I know the Indiana Pacers are up 3-1. on the Cavs, and they was winning. I think Indiana gonna go ahead and go to the conference finals on the East. I think Boston. It looked like they were about to blow it again against the Knicks because they was up by 10. Then I looked again, and the Knicks tied the game up. Then the Knicks was up 5 when I left my job. And Knicks are leading the series 2-1. So if Knicks get up 3-1, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna be the Knicks and the Pacers in the Eastern Conference. And on the West, I'm still kind of skeptical about the West because I ain't really been paying attention to the. I've been paying attention to the Golden State game, but I think they series tied 2-2 now. I want Golden State to go to the finals, man, because I like Steph Curry. And I like their players too. But I like OKC because they're young and they been overlooked for years. Nobody talked about OKC, man. We haven't talked about OKC, man, since Kevin Durant and Westbrook left. So I'm hoping OKC, man, do the damn thing. But I will say this, however far Denver goes, or if they win another championship, this is their last season that team will be together. I think Jokic's going to go Jokic's going to be at another team next year. I think it's probably over with for the Golden State. I think because Steph Curry about to take a back seat. He'll be 38 next season. He's 37 right now. Draymond Green's getting older. Jimmy Butler, he's 34, 35. I mean, I know it's a lot of players playing till they're 40 years old, but these young boys, they coming, they taking over now. But yeah, I found out. Let me tell you something too, though. I was what? It was Saturday that I found out that the day before regular Mother's Day is Mexican Mother's Day. And reason why I know that now because I work at a Mexican restaurant and around a bunch of Mexicans and they brought it up. But they never brought it up the last. I've been working there 4 years. Nobody never said it's Mexican Mother's Day. And the thing about it, Mexican Mother's Day was busier than Mother's Day in my job. Yeah, that's what I think about the playoffs, you know. But I'm ready to just get to the finals. I'm ready for it to get to the finals so it can be over with, and I get ready for football. Yeah, they said, hey, you know what? And maybe it skipped me last year. Maybe I was off on the weekend. That weekend it occurred. That's why I never knew it was a Mexican Mother's Day, the day before Mother's Day. But I found out this year, and I show love to the Mexican mothers just like I do. Hey, this day I'm gonna show them love because they mothers, and this is the day they do it on. Uh, I got a homegirl. She Mexican and black. I told her Mother's Day twice. I told her Happy Mother's Day Saturday, and I told her Happy Mother's Day yesterday. She a black. Also, man, I feel good about myself. I actually feel good, man, because what I found out too, man, a lot of motherfuckers, man, they look up to me when it comes to this media shit, man, this podcast shit, this blogger shit. Cause I'm especially coming from my neighborhood, the city I'm from. Nobody didn't know. I was the first one to come up with this blogger shit, man. Have a podcast channel, a YouTube channel, where I have a show that I run. And a lot of people, I've been doing this shit for a long time, and you never know how people feel, man, until you have a conversation with them. And every time I talk to somebody about whatever, man, or I see them finna start my podcast, or they finna get their shit up, when I give them a shout out, if I say something, they see I say, they come and tell me, say, man, I look up to you on this shit, man. You the pioneer behind this shit, man. You the first one I know did this shit, man. So I'm gonna need you to show me the ropes on how to do this shit, man, because I'm trying to learn. And I know you're the only one that you not only you started doing it, you still doing it. Everybody that started a podcast back then when I first started podcasting, everybody thought about having a podcast. They stopped. They did probably about 5 or 6 episodes and stopped. Or they probably did me, I gave you seasons. Like I gave you seasons where I did 28 episodes a season for years. I took breaks. I took a break off this shit. I kept myself relevant by just doing little videos and doing little shit on Facebook, keeping the name going. The Kickback Podcast, I kept on getting it going. The Scram bit, I kept that going. So I was talking to one of my homeboys. He's speaking to start him a podcast, and he just felt good talking to me about doing what he's about to do, man, and telling me that, man, he admired me for me doing it. I'm the original of this shit. It's just, I always think people don't give him my respect, but there's people that give him my respect. They just ain't never told me yet. They do it behind closed doors. They share it with other people. Virgo, music is my first love. I'm always rapping. I'm always writing something. I still go to the studio and record. I'll be at the studio hanging with my boy Debo King, or I'll be hanging with some other people that got studios, and it always be somebody in there recording. I jump on songs as a featuring artist, but I never made. If I was to make another album, first off, I want my first album to get remastered and remixed. My first album, Louis X's, that's on our platform, I want that to get remixed. And then I had to finish my second album if I was to do it. I had to finish my second album, but I already told myself what I wanted to do with the regular. I already got 7 songs recorded. I just want to put 7 more songs on there featuring my boys from Shreveport. I want to throw my homies from Shreveport on there and a couple of niggas from Dallas that I fuck with on there on the album. Because I didn't have no features on my first album. But going back to music, man, nobody don't want to hear. They talk shit about us rappers in our 40s rapping and shit. They don't want us rapping in our 40s no more. They don't want to listen to us. So I just do it for fun and the love and the art of it. So I don't want to get paid off music no more. So if I do it, man, it's just because it's for fun. And like I said, I still go in the studio and I'm there. I spit something. I got a rhyme for every fucking track I hear. If I see somebody rapping, I got something for that. It'd be some shit I wrote 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. But I also, when I hop on songs, especially with young guys, it gotta be a reason why I'm on it. I just can't get on any song about nigga talking about he bleeding the block or he doing some killing or I don't do that. I'm damn near 50. So I can't be. I gotta talk about some 50-year-old type of shit. Some niggas. I gotta talk like a 40-year-old talking to music. But I'm always thinking about recording music though, Shawanda. I just don't want to. I don't want to dedicate my time 100% in trying to work on the project no more. I did that shot to be a studio rat, and I never probably had that feeling back. Nigga, shit. Straight up. It's hard to get that feeling again. Like me, I tell people all the time, if I go in the studio, I want to go in there and work and get everything out the way. I don't want to go in there and hang out, smoke and drink like we used to and all that shit, waste time. Have females up in there distracting us and shit. I want to go in there and build and make some music like we used to. But everybody else music. Yeah, Shreveport has a lot of talented people. Check it out, this real nigga shit. 100% straight up, no counterfeit. And this is it. It don't get no realer than this. Real nigga shit. Is you a real nigga, dog? So you say, I done heard him pop it off all kind of ways. Coming from the back, the right, the left, it's always stunning. I'm from the front, I speak it from the jungle. And I see all through that devil. Like we would always I was playing my music the other night, man. With my partner, my boy Hub was over here, and he was like, "Damn, man, you got all them damn unreleased hits, man. You got some shit, man. You had some shit, nigga. Ain't never heard that shit before." And I was just shaking my head like, "Yeah, man, that's fucked up, nigga. Ain't gonna, nigga would have put that shit out, man, way back then. Nigga ain't never put that shit out." I'm like, I'm probably one of the biggest what if niggas out of Shreveport, man. I put have been out there, man. I was on my way. I think me going to jail, man, really slowed down the wave though, cause you know the clique I was with, we was on the wave. You know, we was had a little distribution deal with through Universal with this company that signed us, and I thought I could come home out of jail, man, and get the record and shit. Nobody ain't wasn't doing nothing. We put together a little music and shit up in the studio for a little bit. I started seeing how the shit was operating. It wasn't operating like it would before I went to jail. And I'm like, shit, let me go and birds over to somebody else and see what they got over here. So I started fucking with different producers. I started my own little clique too called ICE, Ice Cold Empire. I had my boy Mugger Black from New Orleans. I had my boy Big Boy, he was from here, North Dallas. And I had a couple of other acts that was gonna be under the leaf. Uh, but it got to a point where I just, you know, I was still doing shows and shit like that. But as time went on, I found myself away from the studio, more around the girl I was dating at the time, which is my son's mom. You know, I just gave up rap like that. I still like it, still love it, still like to critique it, still study it, still write shit. But I started podcasting. Like as soon as I started rapping, I probably started podcasting about a year later. I got addicted to podcasting. I said, okay, nigga can't say I'm too old to do this. Check it out, this real nigga shit. 100% straight up, no counterfeit. And this is it. It don't get no realer than this. Real nigga shit. You done lost your damn mind. Yeah, we do sound better than the younger rappers. It's some cold ass young dudes, but yeah, us older guys, man, and now shout out to the older guys that's in the game that's still getting money off this shit, like the E40s, the Nas's and shit like that, the MCAs, who Snoop Dogs, the Rick Rosses, the MJGs and A Balls. If they still shout out to them, but they still make good music. Like Sibo just dropped a new album, you know, not too long ago. That shit was slapping like a motherfucker. Like I still listen to the old school rappers. I listen to their new stuff though. I don't go back and listen to the old stuff. I do sometimes, but they still drop new music, and I still listen to their shit. Jadakiss, Locks, all them boys. Freeway, all the rappers been from my generation, yeah. Lil Wayne in his 40s, he would have dropped that Carter next month. We gonna all be listening to that shit. Check it out, this real nigga shit. Yup. What up with Jake Smith? Man, he'll just chopping it up, man. Been a crazy ass weekend. Mother's Day, back to back. My car got towed. It's not you, it's us. Actually, got my car towed and shit, man. Constant IT bottlenecks. We've had enough. We need a platform that just gets us. And to be honest, we've met someone new. I got a question, y'all. E40. Oh yeah, E40 is still my boy. He just put out some new shit too. I still listen to E40. E40, Messy Marv. Like I said, I listen to a lot. I like a lot of new dudes too. Primo Rice, Larry June, Akeem Ali. Jake in the buildings. Man, man, what it was, check this out, Jake. What it was now, I got home late one night. I won't even say it was late. It was last Friday. I got home by 10:30. I had pulled up plenty of times after, 10:30, 11 o'clock, 12, and there been plenty of parking spots. That night happened to be a lot of parking spots taken up. And I know we don't have that. We got 20 empty units. It's about 3 empty units in my scenery. So I know where these people at, where they parking these cars at. Turns out, of course, you got people that got like 6 people living in their apartment with them, and they all got cars, and they all got fucking stickers to park in certain spots. And some people buying out they buying out spots, and we call them making a reserve, where it's taking away all the other spots for people that's not that don't have reserve spots. I end up parking in somebody's spot that I parked in 3 days before that because I didn't think it was a reserve spot because it doesn't say reserve on the parking street on the street, or it's not a sign that says it. So I feel like I can park there again. I got up Saturday morning because I had a meeting at my job at 9. I'm walking out the door at 8:30. I noticed my car wasn't out there and found out my shit got called on because I was parked in somebody paid reserve spot. And yeah, they love calling the tow man on you over here, man, to get your shit towed if you parked in their spot, man. They take that shit serious over here, man. I get it, man. You pay $35 a month for a parking spot, man. You don't want to pull up after work late one night, somebody in your parking spot. I get it. At the same time, though, I do have a little. I at least go ask around, man. I came home. My last apartment complex I stayed in, I was paying for my parking spot there, the little carport. I come home one night, somebody parked there. What my ass do? I went and knocked on every door that's in that area to see who car that was before I called the tow truck to get the car towed, because I ain't that type of nigga. Yeah, by the time somebody tapped in, huh? They watching those. They watching us. Wonder. It's just they ain't saying nothing. And I think because they not getting the option to comment on it when they watching the live. Cause I was watching my homeboy live yesterday, and I couldn't get in the chat room. So they watching. It's not like they can't type because they don't want to, because they just can't. It's not giving them the option to. Yeah. The aggressive part, though, man, it does seem like people are more aggressive these days. I guess with me, especially, I feel that way because the more I tend to square up and become more of a square, and not, be that old rah dude no more. Or try to bucket anybody who I feel like trying to come at me or disrespect me. The more I'm squaring up, it seems like the more people get aggressive, and it made me feel like I should stay aggressive, like I would, like I've been. But I can't be that way because I think it's hard because I like the direction I'm going. And all of that because my kids will make me be the better person of the day. Every time I'm around my kids, I feel good about myself. And it just made me better, man, having them kids and stuff like that. But it feels like since I'm squaring up, man, everybody we see like people get more aggressive. You think so? It does seem like that, don't it? Well, no, Texas, it was just 3 people in here that commented that ain't of mine. Texas media just came in, he commented. Another dude, he was up here, he commented. I think when some people see just Miles talking, it makes them feel like they shouldn't say nothing because it makes them not feel like they part of the crew or the conversation because they see all the Miles talking to each other and they feel like everybody close and cool. Yeah, I just DB just tapped in from Saudi Arabia, and Texas movement just tapped in. They not moderators. You say people do too much, don't want them. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I just like to have fun and just be me. And like I said, like I don't have a problem with no consequences that I face for me being myself. If I'm being myself, and some consequences become with that for me being myself, I don't care. I'm cool with that. Tell them again. Tell them again. Y'all heard what I said about the consequences that come with certain shit. If you can't, if something was to happen to you for you being who you are, you got to. I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel bad if somebody was to punch me in my face for me being me. I'd rather somebody punch me in my face for me being me, or me feeling the way I feel than me not being me or not feeling the way I feel. Because you got the consequences. If you stay being yourself, you stand on what you say, the consequences won't be consequences no more. I don't know if they kind of went over y'all head. Maybe maybe I kind of got out subject too. I know what I was trying. I know what I was saying. People be afraid to say stuff or do stuff because they're afraid of the consequences that they might face. And I was saying that why be afraid of why be afraid of something, or why be afraid of accepting something for being who you are or being yourself? It's like a person that sells drugs. If you sell drugs, right, you got to know, man. If you doing too much, you get caught, you going to jail, and you got to deal with them because you don't start crying when they handcuff you. You gotta already know, okay, yeah, this is what I'm doing, this is what I gotta do to get by, make money, and whatever happens to stop this from happening, that's on me. Nigga got 4 likes the entire night, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you can't comment, at least hit the like button. How about that? If you can't comment, hit the like button. If everybody was to hit the like button and came up in here, that'd be good. Even if you just tap it in for about 2 seconds or 5 seconds, hit that like button. Check this out. Know what's funny though? When I share this shit on Facebook, I get more people to hit the like on the link more than they like on watching. I share it on Facebook. It be people liking on the post but won't like on the video. I know some people ain't YouTube savvy and shit. They feel like them liking on your link on Facebook is just like them liking on your shit on YouTube. It ain't benefit me you liking it on Facebook and don't click on the link and hit the like button. Or if you can't hit the like button when you click on the link, log out of Facebook, go to your YouTube, where you already be in your account, and then go to the video and then hit the like button. I think a lot of people too, they try to watch the live off off the link on Facebook instead of just going straight to YouTube off their phone or their laptop and going in and click on my channel and go to the live that way. They probably can get on the chat line that way. I gotta roll another one, y'all. I gotta roll another one. And by is 50 Cent still doing the will there be another humanity thing in Shreveport? You said maybe it's you. No, it's one. It's definitely not you. Uh, it's not you. It's not me. I'm gonna tell you what it is. YouTube has put me. They shadow banned the channel or they moved it down so low on the list that people really not. My channel's not really just popping up unless you gotta unless you subscribe to me and you get a notification. And that's on you if you want to click on my live. That's cool though because I'm about to go back to my normal show anyway. Podcast. I get views on them shows. I get action on there. I get people comment. I get likes. I get more of the detail, and I also get a chance to just sit back and talk and just think before I say stuff, opposed to just going back and forth with you guys as a read. No, hey, Shawanda, you stay doing what you doing. Fuck it. I enjoy you talking. You keeping me going. You keeping the content going. That's what I be wanting y'all to do. If you was going live, Shawanda talking, I'd be in the chat line going back and forth with you, getting your ass, pumping you up to talk about shit. I know I'm a good questionnaire. I'll be asking all type of questions and shit, getting shit going. Like anybody that's really, people that really know Cuddy, they know what to ask me. They know what to say. They know how to get me going. They know how to get some shit started. They know how to get me to talk this shit so I spit. See, if it takes people like that to be in the chat line to get me going. I like them trolls and shit. I miss having them trolls pop up on the live, man. They had me going. We don't even see trolls no more. The trolls don't even pop up on here no more, man. At first they were popping up hating though because I had the little white girl next to me. They ain't like seeing the white girl next to the black dude. I ask myself, yeah, he ain't. You know what? I miss him too. What his name was? The Dookie dude. We was on his ass. That nigga right there, I am Malcolm X face ass dude. We was on his ass, boy. He came. I think that right there said that made trolls don't want to come on here. Trolls don't want to come on here no more. I was on his ass. See, I be wanting that type of action. That's why I be telling people to ask me anything, man. Keep this shit going. Because y'all gotta understand, when a nigga just talking and going on, man, eventually people gonna tap in. They scrolling down that motherfucking face, their YouTube channel, man, and they scroll down that damn timeline on YouTube, but they just see a dude just going out talking and shit, going in, and people talking and shit, they gonna click on. They gonna click on, what the fuck this dude right here talking about? Because I'm saying so many words, the algorithm picking up. It's really about algorithms, words, keywords you say on YouTube, or things you do on YouTube that will put you in a lineup or put you in a category with whoever going on. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I do miss doing the podcast and the kickback chit chat. I do miss interviewing people, man. But I'm about to get this. When I get this new camera, I definitely going back doing the interviews again. You know, a lot of people don't keep checking for my show to come on. A lot of people don't. A lot of people they used to hit me up to be on my show, but now since I do the kickback chit chat a lot, I guess they don't think I interview guests no more. But my shit's always open for guests. The people that want to come on the show, they be out of towners. They be like, "Say, man, I need to come out there and be on that podcast. I'm gonna come out there and be on that podcast." I'm like, "Okay, when you come out here, we gonna do it. Hopefully, it's a day that I don't have nothing going on and we can do it." How do I feel about posers? I see them all the time on YouTube. Dudes saying they are gangsters. You know what? I would first of all, we're gonna say YouTube and social media are the new streets. It became the new streets. You got gangsters, thugs, and hustlers that was once in the street serving a product, now on camera talking product, giving content. So I mean, what I think about fake studio internet people are just like fake gangster rappers, fake pimps, fake people. Period. I feel like we gonna come. This is not the genre. This is not the industry that you want to come on with skeletons in your closet or come on being something that you're not, because eventually it's going to be somebody that expose you and tell your hand to the world, because they jealous of you and they're going to end up telling most of your business that you know that you're not saying. So I just be who I am. I don't come on here as a gangster. I don't come on here. I come on here more as a father and a person that just got a little knowledge about certain things. I don't come on here try to portray myself as a gangster. Of course, you see I wear hats and shit that represent where I'm from and all that, and you see the back stuff on it. But I don't come on here. I'm not the toughest guy in the world type of thing. I'm not acting like I've been knocking people out or whatever, and I'm just the shot caller. I'm not that guy. I was more on the hustling side, and on the macking side more than anything. When we got in altercation with other rival gangs or hoods, you got down, you got down. But other than that, I wasn't a mess starter. I wasn't the bully. I wasn't the person that was trying to go ride on anybody. It had to make sense.
Got the high school start toting tubes. Kept me some cracks, smoke weed and cruise.
Oh yeah. I think this might be the last song I recorded though. Okay. Gotta take it easy. My boy GA.
Back in the gap in middle school, hanging with the OGs taught me the rules on how to fake cops and get at you fools. Nothing else to do. Got the high school start toting tubes. Kept me some crack, smoke weed and cruise. And when we get faded, we'll test your crew to see what you'll do. Cause we know you hoes. Come through the hood, all the
business. My homeboy.
Fall through the gate, take all y'all hoes. One no option, all us got chose. So respect my mind. Don't think that I'm lost, I ain't hard to find. A magnifying glass couldn't see my kind. The rhyme was designed for them haters of mine. Don't waste my time.
Leave me alone. I just wanna roll and smoke my zone. Been a few corners cause you know I'm on a whole nother level than these niggas on. South my zone. Thomasville Georgia, then the A-Town home. Duval County, now Dallas home. A whole lot of real shit going on. You better take it easy.
I rap on the last verse.
You better take it easy.
Here I go. Off into some real shit, what they know about GA if you ain't my phone. Bitch ass parts just blowing smoke. Serious music. Well, in hell, nigga, you wasting good time worrying about me, nigga. 100 to the death and I ain't free, nigga. I never been small, but my love got bigger. Who the one to come respect GA on the microphone and around the way. A shark in the water like San Jose, and all you people rappers gon' be my prey.
That'll be your day.
If your head ain't straight, looking at the floor, look me in my face. Nigga talking down, you can get your place. In the Guinness Book of World Records, all that hate.
I'm about to rap next.
I just wanna roll and smoke my zone. In a few corners cause you know I'm on. A whole nother level than these niggas on. South my song. Thomasville, Georgia, then the A-Town home. Duval County, now Dallas home. A whole lot of real shit going on. You better take it easy. You better take it easy. You better take it easy. Better take it easy.
I know.
AWF cuz each rappers up like Hannibal Lecter. It's just breakfast, plus dinner off the dinner. Cause he's still already a winner. Don't fuck with losers, homeboys, 6 O's and hoopers. Fight them boys, they be carrying rulers. Make the school taste food. Had to move on, stole my own clip. Just the music wasn't coming with it. And that's real shit, no diss. Till my homies, till my life was finished. One love is just a phantom in this. And all of my women get ratchet with it. Don't discriminate on what you about to do. Just as long as you classy with it. What up, Northside? No City, Paul G, drive, cook a roll up the North Pine. Back to the Triple D. Need somebody dance with some drink. I need some weed with my Hennessy.
Leave me alone.
What you got, Jay?
Roll and smoke my zone. In a few corners cause you know I'm on. A whole nother level than these niggas on. South my song.
Northside, posted, that's my home. In the Triple D, got half the zone.
A whole lot of real shit going on. You better take it easy.
You better take it easy.
You better take it.
Like growing up like me, man. Shit, I grew up in I'm from a big family. I have an older brother that's 5 years older than me. We share the same father. We grew up in the hood. We had it. My mom, she was going to school to be a nurse or whatever, but she ended up having me, or my brother, I should say, and she ended up becoming a nail technician. And then the work happened. She was like one of the first black women in Shreveport to do nails. She probably was the only black woman in Shreveport doing nails in the 70s and the 80s, and probably even in the 90s. But yeah, my mom, she kept us fresh to death. She spoiled us. We always had the latest, the new shit, name brand shit. Our father wasn't around when we was younger. He was I think he skated after I left. I mean after I was born. What up, Leo? Congratulations to Leo, guys. Leo, has a newborn baby, born not too long ago. Leo, shout out to Leo, man. He's been a father, but he's a new father again. Yeah, my life, man, growing up in the hood, man. Mom, made sure we had the best. I was never that greedy. Big family. Everybody knew us in the neighborhood. What else you want to know? Just hungry, got caught up around, gang banging life, selling drugs, all that type of shit. Been stabbed, sliced up, shot at. But it was good growing up. It was fun growing up. Me growing up, it was fun. I had a fun life growing up as a kid. Even as an adult age, my life has been. My life's still fun right now. My favorite go-to snack, really, man, back then, I used to love getting them oatmeal pies. Whenever my mom went grocery shopping and shit, and I went to the grocery store, my mom's, I made sure we got a box of the oatmeal pies, the little Debbie's. Back then, they were 99 cents, 89 cents. And we got the Nutty Buddy bars. I got them right there. So, yeah, that right there was always my favorite deal. Also, back then, we used to love now leaders. Now leaders, the candy, we used to love them bitches. We used to let them sit out in the you set them in the window to let the sun make them soft. And we used to love eating now leaders when they soft. I used to love freeze cups. We used to have them freeze cups. You make a cup of Kool-Aid, you put that bitch in the freezer and make you a cool cup. Shit like that, man. Yeah, see, Leo like me, we had the 9 liters and nutty bars, man. I'm a fruit snack type of nigga. I love Reese's peanut butter cups. I like Mike and Ike's. You know what I'm saying? I love fuck with the Mike and Ike's. Here goes another song right up. This is one of my latest, one of the last
The
songs.
Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now with Ashley. Relax and recharge this summer with our best deals on top mattress brands.
Shit, the cool thing to do growing up, man. We used to do. I'm gonna tell you what we used to do, man. Hold up.
And for a limited time,
Let me get something right quick.
special financing on install.
The coolest thing we used to do back then, man. It's a lot of cool things, man. But back then, we used to get old mattresses, right, and put them in a field. And we used to always use the motherfuckers to flip, do backwards flips and frontwards flips. We would all run full speed and jump on the mattress and hit a frontwards flip and turn around, do a backwards flip off that bitch and start doing backwards flip on the ground. We used to do shit like that. Another fun thing we used to do. Not only we played freeze tag, that was cool. We used to play it all the time a lot too. But our favorite thing to do when it got dark at nighttime in the projects or in the hood, nigga, we used to play this game called Nick Knock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, we used to go running around knocking on people's doors and shit late at night. And when we'll knock on their door real hard, we'll all break out running and shit. And they'll open the door, nobody was there. That shit was fun. Skittles, I love Skittles. Hell yeah, man. I used to love doing that Nick Knock. Nick Knock was the thing back then, especially in Villanarte. It was this hood we stayed in called Villanarte, and next to it is a place called the Bronx, like the projects. And we'll play Nick Knock all around in both neighborhoods, late at night from like 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night. And we little kids, it's summertime, or the weekend, we little kids like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, playing Nick Knock at night, hanging out late. Moms them not giving a damn. Moms them sitting on the patio, hanging out with the music playing, just listening to Frankie Beverly and Mays, drinking Cool Light, smoking cigarettes with the neighbor. So we was out having fun. That shit was cool back in the days, man, the 80s and early 90s. Back then, we used to call 911. We used to do 911 is the joke in your town. All that shit, we used to do crazy ass shit back then, man. That Nick Knock was one of them, though. We used to love playing Nick Knock. We'd be in the fucking Bronx, we'd be in Villanarte, we'd run around, it'd be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, we playing Nick Knock. Knock on motherfucking door real hard. Boom, 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 boom. We about 10 of us. And we break out running and shit. We'll go pick. We pick the houses to knock on though, cause we know like it'd be a neighbor or somebody we don't like that always be on our ass about shit, and we'll kick their door real hard. And sometimes people they were ready for it though. I mean, one time we were about to knock on the nigga door, and when somebody had about to knock on the door, the nigga opened the door, and we all fell up in that bitch. I got a fun story for y'all though. Check this out. I tell you, this is a casino story. It's a gambling story. Me and the homies one night, we went to the casinos one night. We went to, we was at Horseshoe or whatever. We were about 7 deep. Shit, we went there, man. We had a couple $100 on our pockets, but we all started out with probably about like 40, 50 bucks, right? It's 7 of us at the table. If I ain't gonna say 7, about 5 of us at the table. It's 5 of us at the blackjack table. Tell me why we all up about $900. We got the black chips. We got the black chips, y'all. We got all of us got the black chips. Know what the black chips are, right? $100 chips. You got the green chips and the red chips. You know what the green chips are, right? The $5 chips are red, the green chips are 25s. I think she was something up with the I forgot how I look. But anyway, tell me why we let the fucking blackjack dealers, man, burn us down to $0, all 5 of us. We'll piece it up. My nigga sitting right here. See, I borrowed $50 from him and got back in the game. He was up. He was the only one still up. He was the only one still up.
Yeah, you heard about somebody shouting.
I'm talking about short. It was niggas at other table. They had fell off. I'm talking about, know what we should have did, dog? When they changed dealer, we would have moved anyway. That's how you supposed to do it. When they changed dealer, you would have moved because we was up. We put the left when I put the left when I had that. Now I got greedy. I'm betting $200 a head. I'm going crazy with the shit. So, you know, we leave the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We leave the casino broke. So we catch a cab home, right? We catch a cab to the house. You know, we about 5 deep in the cab. It's a van. And shit, while we tell the cab driver, we stay on the whole another street, the street over from the next street. And when the cab driver dropped us off on the street, we all broke up out there, bitch, and ran. We was up in Lakeside. You know how them hills is on Lakeside on Mile. We all running up the fucking hill and shit, full speed and shit. We broke out of that motherfucker, the African nigga. That was a crazy ass night too, though. But I never forget how we was all up so much money, man, and we got greedy, man. That's why they call it gambling. We got greedy.
Everybody in Louisville, everybody.
Well, we all left flat, man. Some people probably had about $20, $30 more. I know me, Pat. It was me, KD, Sean Penn, you, Shawty, Rose there too. Because Rose and Shawty had left. But we were me. We had went back to your house on Kennedy Street. It was me, you, Sean Penn, KD, Pat.
We were talking about another night then.
Well, that's the horseshoe with the cab. You know what I'm talking about, the cab? That was they doing. It was another.
Man, we jumped out that cab.
We jumped out there, you know,
Man, I remember that shit like yesterday. We had good.
Yeah. We pulled on Andrew Street.
Yeah.
We were going to get on Kennedy Street.
Yeah.
And we had to go up that goddamn hill and shit. We hit that trail, man. I'm laughing so hard I can't even run. I'm laughing my motherfucking ass up straight up.
Man, that shit that was crazy.
That night, it was cold as fuck that night though. It was funny though. He was already skeptical about us anyway when we got up in the cab.
Because he had his pistol.
He already skeptical about it. We 5 deep up in the cab. We mad and shit. We lost all that money. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I probably had about $80.
Yeah, we was quiet, man.
It was $5 tables that night. I started out with about $80, and I turned that 80 into $900. I just should have said holler when I got some black chips in my hand. Yeah. I wanted to be greedy. I think I popped the X pill or something that day or whatever. I think the pill had me sitting there, and the Grand Marniers and Hennessy mixed together, the Fresh Connections. We kept on drinking them motherfuckers. That shit had me stuck. But yeah, that shit was funny though, man. We hopped out in that cab that night though.
Man, I remember that shit, man. He tried to circle the block. Man, we already in the house, man.
The thing about it though, as a cab driver though, you don't expect 5 niggas to hop out and run the tab though. Man. You know what I mean? Because you gonna catch one of them. Yeah. But a nigga by himself, he more likely to break out running, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we got out that bitch so quick. And she was the minivan with both of the sliding doors open, right?
I remember that shit, man. That was crazy.
Hey, both of the sliding doors. Y'all hit that like button, y'all tap it up in here. I see y'all. Hit that like button. You can't come in, hit the like button. I see you. Hey, yeah, man, we do some crazy ass shit, man.
Purchases made with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card. Shop in store and online today. Only at Ashley. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required.
All right, so one of the next song gonna make you mad. I think this is the last song I probably recorded. One of them. This shit right here go hard. This shit right here went hard though. This would have been back then. It would have been for the radio though. I had the video and everything visualized. Me and my homeboy clocked out. We did some player shit. For the ladies.
I'm just coasting, rolling, bumping down Central, rolling, South Central, rolling. Like she was born in South Central America. tell me what you trying to get into me. By the way she blowing and she into me. She ain't knowing what she about to get into me. It don't mean I play on your mental quite still. Think I'm really starting to get into you. She believe been running from love since high school. You could be the one for I cool. She right. Yeah, I think that would be nice too. You and I, guy, I really like you. But give me that kind of special edition. The king that I'm one in a million. So come on, my picture.
What's my song? Hey,
Just another day for me. The time I like to dip around the street. Take a trip around the deep. Tonight I'm trying to get between the sheets. Baby girl, won't you buckle in your seat? Let's take off. And fly high like a jet. About to land in a minute in my set. Cause we ain't done yet. Looking good in that dress. You know that rest. Let's take off. Let's take off like some dirty clothes. Pretty see your butts with a dirty nose. Knowing how my burden goes. Tonight is a celebration. Away from the phonies and fakers. It's the location. My mama said you was a taker. Got a couple of pieces I can take her. First take your mind and next time I'ma take your heart. All you need to do is step back and just play your part. First, if you wanna chill with me, but it don't get you dealing with a chick. Northside triple D. But that pretty smile tickles me. It'll be a hard time getting rid of me. I make calls, I have flaws. Ain't nobody perfect, the way your body working. Got a nigga squirting, hanging to the rim for the rebound. Laying in the bed so I see now. Yeah, just another day for me. Sometimes I like to dip around the street. Take a trip around the deep. Tonight I'm trying to get between the sheets. Baby girl, won't you buckle in your seat? Let's take off and fly high like a jet. About to land in a minute in my set. Cause we ain't done yet. Looking good in that dress. You know that rest. Let's take off. Just beginning and see how far we can take it. It's got the limit and see how far.
yeah, they just wanted it. Like, look, that's just, yeah, that's the crazy ass shit. I got another story. Check this out right here. It's another funny story I got for you guys. Hey, I got another story to tell you guys. Let me go get my Bud Ice on this. I'm gonna get my Bud Ice on this. All right, so check this out. One time, now back in the day, me and my best friend Pat, rest in peace. Back in the day, we used to always drive to college campus. We used to drive to Southern because when my partner, he used to fuck with this chick, and she went to Southern. And we had a homeboy that was going to Southern. He had an apartment out there, so we used to drive to Southern University. You know, every probably about twice a month for about like 2 months straight. We did that shit. We used to go to Grambling too at the same time. We used to go to Grambling. We used to go to Northwestern, all the colleges around Louisiana Tech. But we was going to Southern a lot, which is in Baton Rouge. So one day we all at the crib. One day, me and our homies, we about like 15 deep and about 4 cars. We just out the blue just say, "Fuck it, y'all. Let's drive to Baton Rouge." They go to Southern. They go see Corey Duncan, one of the homies. And we gassed up, went down there. We went down there. He go one of the ways. The witness right here sitting on the other side of the couch, right here on the other side of the screen. He was in the. I was in the. It was me and my cousin staying low, and our homeboy Shorty. We was in the van. I was in the Aerostar Ford Aerostar van, minivan. The hub right here was in this Crown Vic. I think you had the Crown Vic with the European grill then back then. It was my boy Pat and his Cutlass, and I think Rock and Pat. We were 3 cars deep. I take that back. So anyway. We drive way down to Southern, man, to Baton Rouge to try to catch our homeboy Corey. Turned out he don't live in the same apartment complex no more. He moved somewhere else, So all we can remember, the trip that part about it, as many as time we went down there, that time we went down there, we went a totally different way than we've been going that way. And I tried to argue with my boy Pat about why the hell we going this way. We went that way the last time. The other 5 times we've been down, we went that way. Why the hell we going this way? But anyway, don't make a long story short, we get down there, we can't find Corey. So now we stuck at the motherfucking goddamn gas station on Airline Drive right there, by Southern University. I think, it was LSU College we was by, I think. we don't got that much. I got enough gas to get me back to up top. But we went all at full. We went down there empty-handed, kind of. I don't know why the fuck we did, but we had the gas up. We had a blank ship. We young, and somehow we talked that girl in the gas station man to fill all our cars up. We talked that girl. We talked this. I'm talking about we sat there. We sat there at the gas station all night blowing on the shit. We were blowing. We had something. We were blowing. Remember that shit, cuz? We were talking crazy to the chick for one time. One time she sitting up there and she dealing with the shit. Eventually they been put some gas in. I don't know what it was. I think my homeboy sister right here ended up. She ended up giving the girl, the cashier girl, her credit card number, whatever that pay and filled out, takes up. The girl just threw like an extra $50 and it was 3 cars. I ain't gonna lie, I went down there, I had $87 in my pocket, right? And I gassed up and I said the rest of the money for me to get back and put some gas in. I think I had put like about $10 worth of gas in my shit, I filled up before I left. But my homeboy had a Cutlass, 78 Cutlass, had a brand new motor in that bitch, 350 Chevy. He made it back to Shreveport. But by the time we got right there when I exited and it ran out of gas, I had to push that nigga all the way to the house. At 5 o'clock in the morning. And here my ass got to be at work at 10:15. That shit was wild, man. We do some wild shit, man, not even caring. Doing some wild shit, not even caring, man. Hell, shit. We all in the chat room. Is it lagging or something? I ain't see nobody chat. What Leo? Nobody in chat no more. What's up? I see y'all looking. I see people up in this motherfucker. I just seen somebody hit the like button. It wasn't nothing like club night, y'all. We all meet up at the well. Everybody's always meet up at whatever designated spot it was. Sometimes, most of the time, with me and Pat spot on Queen Street, or when we stayed in Silver Pine, me staying in Pat and my brother, and then sometimes it was at Hub and Pat's place. They had a spot in Lakeside on Kenny Street. Sometimes it was at their spot. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Like, sometimes we always met up before we went to the club, man. We all get fucked up real bad. And we had a couple homies, man, that can call up with little skios and jump offs, man, to come give us all some head before we go to the club. I mean, we all lined up in the door, man. Get one chick. I ain't gonna say no name, but yeah, we talk. And when they do what they did though, they gave us, like we go to the club with no remorse, nonchalant. We okay. I leave with no action tonight. Fuck it, I got some head before I went to the club, type of shit. You put your mind like a mind thing. That's how I went in there. I said, I ain't tripping. And not right there, you end up getting something. Just because you came in, you already feel like you crossed the finish line. Oh no, Leo, man, you Ace Bone Cone, A1 steak sauce, man. You know how I feel about you. Ain't too many. Yeah, Leo, he's a solid cat, man. Ain't no smut on his name. He mind his business. He stayed in me. Yeah, that's why I trust Leo. Leo ain't on no phony shit. All right, that done one, baby. We love you. You take care, all right? Yeah, Leo, you solid, man. I'm glad you part of the you was watching my show before this goddamn live. You watch all my podcast shows. But I know I'm around you. I'm around you more than anybody on this chat, or probably just anybody, period, who I be around. I'm around Leo probably 6 days, 4 or 5 days out the week. You a good family man. You take care of business. And the cuz don't drink or smoke or nothing. I don't even think cuz be cussing that much. Just stand up dude. And he got all the good colognes and shit. He fly and shit. He like to be fly. A1 steak sauce. Yeah, man. Yeah, Leo, I forgot to tell you too, man. My son, they lost the championship game against the team they had lost to before, to the Sea Wolves. They won the first playoff game, but they lost the championship game, and it was to a team that they lost to before, but they beat this team before too. But it's always next season. I don't know if that team's gonna stick together, or they might end up on different teams next season. I don't know. I was sitting around listening to some of the moms talk, and the way they be talking and shit. Like they was on another team before. My son was the only one who. This is his first time playing. The other kids they played last season and the season before, so they've been on different. They've been team hopping for the last 2 years or so. I hope they bring back the same players or something. That way they can keep that chemistry. But we'll see what happens. I mean, shout out to my son. Man. Hit that like button. I seen you just tap in. YouTube need to also have they need to go ahead and update this shit where we can hit we can click on the number right there. We can see who watching. Show their name and shit. That'll make motherfucker open their mouth around this bitch. We gon' I think I got we got right here J. Who is J Man? J Man, what's happening with who you are? Hey y'all, I think we got it with y'all. Hold up, y'all don't go nowhere. Hold up, yeah, J Man, who you are? He laughing and shit. He hit the LOL button. They go to this nigga trying to see who this nigga is. Oh, this nigga right here this nigga like Dragon Ball Z type of shit. Oh yeah, I'm quick with it, buddy. Yeah, I'm quick. You didn't think I was gonna do that. I'm quick. I got the other device right here just in case y'all be on the sleep. We got this one, y'all. You get likes, yeah. Why don't you go hit that like button, J Man? What's happening with it, J Man? Where you from? Hop in the bitch and throw a nigga a like, cuz. Yeah, man, I gotta get to I'm about 400 hours away from that 3,000 mark, man. I'm trying to get to this shit, man. I really on the cool, do I really supposed to been there, man? Cause the way my numbers were at first, I got there quick. I was only at 1,000 hours when I first started live streaming. That shit went. I got 1,500 hours quick.
Got what now? You say you got what?
So I got 1,500 hours on my when I first started my live stream. I was only at 1,000 hours on my channel. When I started live streaming, that shit shot to 1,500 hours quick. But me and Katie was hitting them numbers, and even it's fucked up though, man. When once they blocked their video, man, they kind of slowed down my algorithm, man. Even the trolls don't be in this bitch no more. At least the trolls gonna be in this motherfucker. I appreciate that, J Man, for hitting that like button, cuz. You from Toronto? Shout out to Toronto, man. You from yeah. I heard about Toronto. I watched a documentary about that neighborhood in Toronto. What's the name of that hood in Toronto that's crazy? The boy, what that dude named Top 5? You familiar with Top 5? He say he wanted Drake shooters. Jane and Fish. You already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Jane and Fish fam. Yeah, I watched him on YouTube. I watched a documentary about them. Yeah, Broski, yeah, Top 5. Yeah, I seen them boys up there, yeah. Jane and Finch. That show what that is. I was about to say something else. I was about to say some other shit. What's GGG though? Yeah, what they call that GGG shit is? What they supposed to be? Oh, go get him, gang. Okay, yeah. This shit crazy, though. Well, shit, man. Hey, Jay, hey, man, I'm gonna tap in tomorrow night, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side, though, man. I just wanted to put my little 2 hours up in this thing. Oh no, yeah, I'm just I see that the chat line started to go down, the numbers started to go down. Everybody about to go to sleep, man. Go ahead and tell everybody good night, man. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Tap in tomorrow, man. I'm gonna try to tap in a little bit earlier, man. I'll be getting out work too late. But we gonna get this shit right though, man. It's your boy. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. I'ma holler at y'all. Good stuff.